it's Jessica, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. Now, I have mine in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. They have 7 different shades in their range, and these range in price from like $5 to $8, depending on where you get it. Let's go ahead and get into the demo of me applying this to my face. I'm wearing it today, so you can kind of see what it looks like when it goes on your face, both with my hand on one side of my face and then with a brush on the other side. And then afterwards, I'll get into the pros and cons of whether or not I would recommend this and some more nitty-gritty details about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So far I've applied my e.l.f. Nourishing Night Cream. I like this better than the e.l.f. Day Cream. So I use this during the day too. I just kind of use it all around. I really, really like it. So I've already applied that and it's already sunk into my face. I've actually already done my hair today. So I'm just gonna kind of hold it back out of the way for me to apply so it's not getting all up in there. So I'm gonna do this half of my face with my hand and this half of my face with a brush. And the brush I'm gonna use is an IT Cosmetics one. I'll put the name of it here on the screen because it doesn't say it on there. But I can't stop using it, and I think I usually use foundation brushes that are a lot more dense than this, but there's something about it that it's just flawless, and it's the most flawless finish I've ever gotten with a brush, so I'm really excited about this brush. So let's go ahead and start with this. I'm not going to do a primer today just because I want to see how this foundation looks without any primer. Just going to kind of dot it. It is a little deeper than my skin tone. But honestly, I bought it because it was more yellow based than the other one they had, which is what I need. So, but I love this foundation. I'm going to tell you guys right now. So this is what it looks like with your hand. It's so creamy and satiny and smooth, and it has this kind of fresh scent to it that I like. I think it is kind of a strong scent, so it might be something worth smelling yourself before you buy it, because you might not like it, but I like the smell, and it just instantly gets rid of a lot of my hyperpigmentation, like so quickly. So let's go ahead. I'm going to dot some more on the other side, and let's see, whoops, how it looks with a brush. Other side of the nose. So what I'm noticing is that I think it pretty much looks the same on both sides. I'm getting more light coming from this side, so if you're seeing shadows and stuff, that would be why, because I'm kind of turned away from the window. But straight from the window, I think it is absolutely amazing. And I've got a lot of blemishes from breakouts that have healed, but they are kind of, not staining, but they've kind of left dark marks. And I think it does a pretty good job. I might end up using another concealer, but I would say that the finish of this is satiny, definitely, but it's not, like you can tell, it just gives your skin this really nice glow. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. It does take about 1 more minute, so maybe 2 or 3 minutes total to completely set on the face. You don't want to put like a powder right on your face right away because it might get patchy, because it is a little tacky, but after about 1 more minute it sets to be the most beautiful satin finish. I've never had a foundation that looks exactly like what I want it to look like, and I'm so excited to finish the rest of my face so you guys can see what this looks like kind of with a blush and everything like that. So I ended up applying 1 more layer just to get rid of a little more hyperpigmentation, just to show you that this really can be, I would say it's a medium to high coverage, and it can be very high coverage if you want it to be. And yet it still doesn't look cakey, even up close. It doesn't look cakey. I mean, it is just amazing. I love this foundation. I love it so much. I loved it back when it was in like a squeezy tube formula. I'm assuming it's the same product because it looks exactly the same on my skin. It has the same smell, but now it's just in this glass packaging, which I would much rather it either be a squeezy tube or a pump, but I think I might put this into a pump that a subscriber sent me that I could use. Regardless, this foundation, it only has 7 shades and they don't go much deeper than like nothing. It doesn't go deep at all. So if you have darker skin or I mean, gosh, they really do not have a big shade range. So that is a huge, huge con when it comes to this. Although a huge pro is that it is so inexpensive. Even in the realm of drugstore foundations, this is still really cheap because there are some drugstore foundations that are like $12 or $13. It's starting to bridge into like higher end, but regardless, the price is a huge pro. A similar product to this, I think, would be the Revlon Age Defying Foundation, and I love that this has a pump, but I like this more. The Age Defying I like because it does give more of a satin finish. However, I do notice that it clings to dry patches just a tiny bit, whereas this, I mean, it is not only flawless, but it doesn't cling to dry patches at all. I have dryness here, and even up close, you can't see them. I am so floored with the way that this foundation looks on the skin. I mentioned the smell in my demo, and it does, I don't know how to describe the smell. I'm being honest with you guys. It's like, it has kind of a, almost like laundry detergent in a way. I don't, that probably sounds like a bad thing. I don't mind the smell, but I think some people might not like it. So again, like I mentioned, it might be worth smelling in the store to see if it would bother you, but once it's on your skin, you don't smell it. So as long as you can handle smelling it for a few minutes when you're applying it, you're fine, because you can't smell it at all. As I mentioned, the coverage of this, I would rank as medium high. Almost high coverage. I mean, I didn't need to spot conceal anything on my face other than my under eye, obviously. So I really think that this is absolutely medium to high coverage, can be high coverage if you want to throw on one more layer. It is sticky when you first apply it, but as long as you give it time to set into your skin before you apply any sort of powder, it works wonderfully. But you do have to give it that 2 or 3 minutes, because if you don't, if you tried to apply blush right on top of it right away, it would stick in a patch, because that would be the way with anything that has that sticky quality to it. So give it time and it's good to go. I think you can't go wrong applying this anyway. It's one of the few foundations I own that you can apply it with your hands and it looks flawless. You can apply it with a brush and it looks flawless. You can apply it with a beauty blender, it looks flawless. It looks flawless no matter how you apply it, which is so amazing. If you're traveling, you don't have to worry about bringing a brush. I think that I might wear this on my wedding day. I was originally gonna wear my Revlon Color Stay Whipped because I love it, but this is so much better. You guys, this might be my favorite foundation of all time. It lasts all day on the skin. I didn't wear a primer with this. Honestly, I don't think I will wear a primer with it because it doesn't need it. It didn't need any help. I'm just so floored, and I've been wearing this now for like a month off and on, and I've kind of seen how it wears when I go on a run, because I'm training for a mini marathon. When I'll go on a run, it'll stay on flawlessly. It just, I swear, as you wear it throughout the day, it ends up looking more and more beautiful and more just like your natural skin. So if that tells you anything, I would probably wear this on my wedding day. I probably will. That should tell you everything you need to know about this foundation. I love it. The only thing that would hold me back is that it does have a sunscreen, which is great for every day, but for flash photography, I don't know that would work. So that would be the one thing that would hold me back from maybe wearing this on my wedding day. I'm gonna have to test it out and see with flash photography beforehand to see, okay, is it that bad? Does it bounce back or not? So I'll have to test it out beforehand. It says 25 hour, I would believe it. Now, most people aren't wearing their foundation for 25 hours. Obviously, that's more than an entire day, but I love the idea behind it. It really lasts all day. It doesn't break up. It doesn't oxidize. I don't know what they have in this stuff, but it's crazy. It is crazy. The other huge pro, can you tell I'm like gushing? I haven't felt this way about a foundation in so long, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But another pro is that you can buy this anywhere. I bought it at a store near me called Meijer. They sell it at Walgreens, CVS, online. You can buy it at Ulta. You can buy it in store at Ulta. Rimmel has coupons out all the time. There's sales all the time. Right now, as I'm looking at it, it's like $1 or $2 off on Ulta.com, so I can link it below if you wanted to purchase it online. Overall, would I recommend it? I think you can tell it's a resounding yes. I can't say enough good things. Again, the only cons are that the shade range is so small, but if you can find your shade range, I think you will absolutely love it. They do, even for lighter skin gals, this is the 3rd shade up, which is very rare for me to get because I am really fair, but it had a more yellow tint to it, which for me is exactly what I need. So that worked out. But they do have a lighter one that has more of a pink tint to it, so you can kind of see what you think. But I'm running out of things to say about it. It is so amazing. If you are looking for a new foundation, I would recommend it. To the moon and back, I would recommend it. hopefully this review is helpful for you guys. If you're interested in more of my drugstore foundation reviews, demos, any drugstore makeup reviews, I've got a ton. I'll link my entire playlist below. I do most of my reviews this way where I'll demo it so you can see it on. So check it out if you're interested. Definitely subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.